infrastructure-related opportunities, whether it's building or renovating streets and things of that nature. So specifically, where will the incremental increase dollars go, and what will they do with those dollars?
Councilmember, this annexation has a purpose that the county has indicated to help create this, the building where we're going to establish the Magnolia Glen. It is county-led, and to describe county-led, it would say that 100% of the increment that is generated is on, well, not 100%. The county is the only contributing factor to the increment. We receive 5% of the increment as an administrative purpose, county-led in describing, well, actually, could you restate your question?
I'm trying to figure out, so one day we're going to have an incremental increase in tax revenue because that fingers is not used and the grocery store pops up or apartments pop up. Typically in a TERS, we use that, maybe Andy would be the appropriate person to answer, I'm not sure, but typically don't we use the incremental increase to help us with infrastructure-related issues and things of that nature? So does the incremental increase go to the county? Because I'm not understanding how the county gets incremental increase on increase in real estate values and things of that nature.
Councilmember, the county's increment, what they contribute to this TERS will go to their projects in these particular zones. The city doesn't participate in this particular TERS. Their increment, just like the increment that they contribute to Midtown, for example, they have incremental increment that they contribute to Midtown, and the Midtown TERS for projects in Midtown.
I'm going to interrupt. So county, then you pay county property taxes just as you pay county.
So the city
taxes. So whatever property tax increase goes to the city, we keep because we're not participating in this TERS. But any incremental increase on county property taxes within that zone is being used to pay off their investment.
So the city's incremental increase will go to the general fund instead of the TERS?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
And we're not participating. Councilmember Green.
Thank you, Mayor. And I'm not sure if you or city attorney want to answer this one, because this is the only city with non-contiguous TERS that we have in the city. Are we comfortable that with the expansion of this particular TERS that the expansion is proper, whereby we have a TERS that again, this portion is somewhat central Houston, and then the other portion of TERS 24 is South Houston. They are not contiguous, and so it is. You do believe it's lawful for us to do this, and that we can do this. Yes.
Councilmember, that has been addressed and looked at, and we are comfortable, yes, sir.
And so, so is it specific just for this, or are we saying that as a general rule, non-contiguous TERS is in the city or property?
They are legal. It is the city's practice and policy not to create non-contiguous TERS, but this is a one-off, as you rightly pointed out. We already created, this is a mechanism for Harris County to make investments inside the city limits, which they have been elected to do in the past, and this is a way for them to do that.
But I guess as a general rule, they are legal to do that. So if the city wanted to do that, it could do that.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
It is a matter of policy, not a matter of law.
Thank you.
Councilmember Stardy.
I just want to make sure with the conversation that this is a specific TERS for a specific purpose, and once that purpose is accomplished, the increment goes back to the county's pool of money, and that this particular portion terminates, or is there an extension opportunity in the future that's built into this? Because I don't always ask the right questions, I've learned. So I want to make sure there's not an automatic extension of some other purpose that we're not highlighting at this point. And also, I appreciate my colleague's comment about values and the increment, the mayor not participating, the city not participating. But I just want to make sure also, is this coming out of the 25% of our portion of TERS limits that the state puts on the city?
To answer your second question, the answer is yes, and it actually
Yes.
represents a
which?
Yes, to it increases to our 25% tax cap.
It's
But it represents-
included in the 25%, so it takes up part of our capacity for other improvements in other parts of town.
That's correct, and it creates a 0.2% increase. So it is nominal at best.
2/10 of the, and that's the information I requested from your department and from your leadership of your department, that I got an overview, and I'm not sure that I've received that yet, of the breakdown of all the percentages of all the TERSs within the city limits, so that we understood where the investments were being made, and that proportionally, just like the CIP or anything else, that, you know, there's equal opportunities across the city. So if I could get that, or if it's been sent to me, if you could let me know when it was sent.
I was actually notified of this today, and I'll be part of the group of people getting that information for you, so I'll make sure you have it. And to answer your first question, any movement forward in ramping down this TERS would be a collaborative decision between Harris County and the City of Houston.
So it would come back, it has to come back to the council?
Yes.
That's correct.
Thank you.
Any modification of boundaries or project plan or investment, just like any other terms, extensions would all have to come back.
I just wanted
There's
to
no
know.
automatic
And to
continuance into perpetuity.
And to your point, Councilmember, before we could bring it to this body, county commissioners court had to approve.
Sure, I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Councilmember Lassiter.
Yes, Mayor, maybe this question might be directed towards Mr. Hickman, I'm not sure, but is there a specific public infrastructure project that has been identified for this purpose at this point in time yet? Or do we know yet?
So Magnolia Glen is the focus of this area, this particular annexation, but the area generally, and
I guess I'm asking is there a pipeline, or is there a street, or is there some form of infrastructure that is being contemplated to be built because of this?
to my knowledge, no, but there's been a general description of
That's
project.
Ms. Tillotson approaching the microphone. Request a motion to allow Ms. Tillotson.
Thank you. Good morning, Mayor and Council. The annexation area we're taking into account a development agreement potential with the developer that has ownership of the property that was formerly the Fingers property. There are 3 streets, Coyle Streets, Hushin Street, and Winchester streets that will be redeveloped, probably most likely through a development agreement.
And the reason I asked that question is, again, for clarification, since this is a county participation TERS, and the city won't be participating in that, I assume that means that the county will actually fund and construct the infrastructure improvements.
Yeah, so typically what happens in the case of a development agreement, the developer will upfront the cost and construct the infrastructure, and will be reimbursed by the increment that is generated by the Harris County.
And those improvements will then become City of
And the
Houston
city will own the asset.
improvements. Well, I think, to the extent that we can get the county to start investing inside the city, I'm all for that, so.
Yeah, this is a great partnership, and I mentioned during the presentation, Harris County has come and partnered with us before in other major projects. The Holmes Road project, which is in Council Member Green's district, they are participating $3.5 million towards the construction of a sanitary sewer line along Holmes Road. So we have.
It's always good for the
Instances of
citizens of Houston to be able to recapture some of their tax dollars. Thank you.